Fetty with Firearm here. Got a new Glock. Well, I've put about 500 rounds, a little over 500 rounds through it, so it's not really new. But it's the Glock 18. So let's take a look. I know that ain't a Glock 18. What is that? The heck? Oh, the Glock 42. Okay, well, let's get this out of the box and let's get in for a closer look. That's right, folks. The Glock 42, the .380 caliber Glock. It's a cool little gun. First and foremost, for the safety Nazis, because somehow I'm able to shoot you guys through the internet. Ooh, that's scary. No, this is the new Glock 42, chambered in .380 ACP. Sights on it are like, you know, just basic Glock sights. I've already got an NDZ Performance custom lasered rear slide plate, just like my Glock 27. Now, out of the box, you only get 2 magazines, 2 6-round magazines, which I think is a bunch of crap. They're touting this as the Gen 4. It has, you know, Gen 4 style mag release. Kind of has, you know, has that Gen 4 feel, the, you know, grip texturing. Doesn't have that little, you know, bump right here. But you only get 2 mags with this. That's a bunch of crap. This should come with 3 mags, just like all the other Gen 4s do. To come with 3 is a joke. But it's Glock, and these damn mags cost like $35, $40 if you can find the damn things. Now let's get to some of the specs of the gun. The barrel length is 3.25 inches, and the gun's overall width, you know, the thickest point, you know, back here, is 0.94 inches. Sorry about the stutter. Now the slide width is only 0.83 inches. The gun's overall height is 4.13 inches. Length is 5.94, and its unloaded weight, it's like 13.75 ounces. It's pretty light, and you know, but when you count it, you know, against other .380s, it's heavy as shit compared to other .380s. Now I don't have any other ultra compact .380s on me for comparison, but I can bring in a 223-556 round. Wait, no, that's a Barrett 50 caliber round. So that's just to show you the size compared to a Barrett 50 caliber. Yeah, it's a little bit bigger than a Barrett 50 caliber. But let me bring out a gun that more people are used to. Glock 27. Now, yes, this is safety check, but that's right. Now, when you compare the Glock 27 to the Glock 42, it's really not much of a comparison. You know, the 27 is slightly longer. If I get everything lined up, you can see it's just a little bit longer. Width is, you can tell there's a definite difference, and yeah, they both have the same rear slide plate from NDZ Performance. But when you really start, when you get this gun in your hand, you do realize it is considerably smaller than other Glocks. I mean, pictures and video just do not do this gun justice by how small it is. Now, again, it's not as small as other subcompact or micro-compact .380s. The Ruger LCP is like that long and a little bit shorter in the grip, but it sucks to shoot. I've got a family friend that has an LCP. It sucks to shoot. Oh God, I hate that gun. Smith & Wesson Bodyguard, again, very, very small gun. Just not, not fun to shoot. Now the Glock 42 does disassemble just like any other Glock, so let's show you that again. You know, clear, bam. Comes apart. Any other Glock, no frills, no spills, nothing that is to be, you know, there's nothing unexpected in there. Now the parts in here have changed, and let me show you one of the parts that you need to replace if it, you know, you don't need to if your gun is running fine. Mine is having a few hiccups, so let me show you the old part. This is the old slide stop lever, and if you compare it to the new one, if I can get the camera to do, you know, get on cam. Oh, let me come around the. This is gonna be pain. All right, you see how this one has, you know, its back edge is very squared off. The new type kind of has an angle in there, right there on the back side. I had to contact Glock to get the new one. And they also sent me 2 new magazines. Now I had to send my old mags in because they're not just going to give them to you. If the way you know you have the old style magazine bodies is if right here this is flat. You know, this edge right here is flat, just like it's milled down. But unless you're having feeding issues, I wouldn't worry about it. I was having a few minor feeding issues, and all those have been pretty much alleviated now, you know, that I care about, and I'll get to that here in a minute. Now you're probably wondering, how does it shoot? Well, the gun shoots really darn well. You know, it does have, you know, your basic Glock sights. The sight radius is small, but it is doable. You can get fairly accurate at a decent distance. I've shot over 500 rounds through this gun, have had a few minor issues. I fired Tula ammo, Monarch, Remington ball, God, PMC ball. I had some problems with PMC, just a couple of problems. A few of them I didn't get on camera. I'll show them here in just a second in the shooting clip. But the only other problems I ever had were with Hornady Critical Defense, and I shot those rounds within the first 100 rounds through this gun. So I guess the gun wasn't broken into yet, or I don't know what the deal was. It just didn't like to feed it, and I'll show video of that, you know, as well. But shooting it's great. After I got the new slide stop and the new magazines, you know, that's when I had the issue with the PMC. I don't really care. I think that was mostly because the gun was dirty. I started shooting the PMC, you know, fairly dirty, so it may have been the gun, more than likely the ammo, because 380 can be finicky. So let's go to some footage that shows, you know, issues with the Hornady and the PMC, and also just some, you know, video of the gun running great. All right. Another problem with PMC. This is what happened on the first round of Hornady Critical Defense and 380 in the 2. Jammed. jammed again. Stovepipe, failure to eject. Hornady critical defense, jammed again. Alright, now that we're back, you can tell the gun is fairly light shooting. There's very, very little recoil. It fits in the hand pretty decently. I don't have, the biggest, hands in the world, but I don't have, many hands. So, my pinky really can't get, grip down there. But for a 380, you really don't need it. You can get grip extensions. Several companies make them. NDZ Performance makes one that's a little bit thicker than, a really long pinky extension piece. You saw the shooting issues that I had, and the rounds that were having problems. I think those are alleviated now. I'm gonna put, at least one more box of the Hornady Critical Defense through the gun before I start carrying it. And I'm going to get a Sneaky Pete holster for this gun. And when I get the holster, I'll do another video, of the holster and, how small it is. Pros and cons. Well, pros, it's a Glock. They really don't malfunction, and they're easy to work on if you need to fix something. The gun is a lot smaller than older Glocks. It really is. Pictures and video, they don't do it justice. You really need to see one in person to kind of get an appreciation for how small the gun is. Now, it's not the smallest 380 in the world. There are 9mm that are this small. And, I don't know why Glock hasn't come out, why they didn't come out with a 9mm version of this. But it makes financial sense that they'd come out with this first, because you come out with the 380 first, sell a bunch of them, and in 2-3 years come out with a 9mm and sell a bunch of them too. And I think that's what they're gonna do. That would probably be the smartest thing, financially on their end, because then you get 2 different calibers, 2 different little miniguns, and you make a lot of money. Cons, it's not a 9mm. That's really the biggest con, is it's not a 9mm. If this was a 9mm, this would be the gun to have. But it's not a 9. And I just wish it was. Another con is 6-round capacity. That's horse shit. 6 rounds? You could easily fit 7 in here. You can't with this follower. And you can either shave this shave the follower down, or there's a company that I've already ordered the parts for. That's a later video, but it adds a 7th round to the magazine without changing the base plate. So when that comes in, I'll do a video on that. I think it's really cool. So plus you only get 2 mags. Again, that's a bunch of crap that you only get 2 mags with this gun. You get rid of 6 rounds out of this thing pretty dang quick. So 2 mags is a bit of a joke. Another thing, and I'll try to show it in a video here in just a second, but some people have said the gun will hold open on the last, won't hold open on the last round. Well, if you've got bigger hands or how you're holding it, your thumb could rest on that, on the slide stop, and cause the slide stop not to go up on the last round. And conversely, if you've got bigger hands, or how you grip the gun, your thumb could actually catch underneath the slide stop and you could cause the gun to, the slide to open, lock open mid-mag. And that's really bad. I'd rather have the gun, not hold open on the last round than hold open mid-mag. That would suck ass. I hope you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for more videos on this gun. And like, share, and subscribe. It means a lot. It really does, folks. So if you like the video, again, like, share, subscribe to the channel for more videos on this gun and other really cool guns to come. Thanks for watching. Got it to lock back half mag, just having shitty thumb placement. So if you got bad thumb placement, and you can hold the slide strap down with a different thumb placement, keep it from locking back.